Yeah. Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes. Yes, can anyone please confirm, right? Fine, thank you. So in the yesterday's session, right, in the yesterday's demo session, right, I was just briefing you about why Python, who can learn Python and how it was built, right? Yes. So it's a general purpose programming language. Any kind of applications we can develop using Python, right? And multi-programming features we see in Python. What all the features we see in different other programmings, right? All those we see in Python. High-level language. Python is a high-level language. Yes, it's a high-level language, easily understandable. That is human understandable. Looks like normal English statements. Interpreted language, interpretation language, right? Python is an interpretation language, line by line execution we are going to see, right? Yes, which makes debugging easy. And Python is a cross-platform language, means which can run on any platform, Windows, Linux, and Mac OS, right? It can run on anything, right? Yes. Yes. User-friendly programming language, user-friendly or programmer-friendly, which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements, right? Just let us have a quick review what we have discussed in the last session, right? So one second. So there are two types of languages, I said, low-level language and high-level language. Low-level language like assembly level. They are not human understandable. They are not portable, and they are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. High level languages, right, like Python, high level languages like Python, like human understandable, they are portable, right, and machine independent. Machine independent can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Yes, Python has got the features of procedural oriented programming like C language, object oriented programming features like C++, Java, scripting features like shell script, right? Yes. Modular programming features like Modular 3. Modular programming features like Modular 3 modules, 89,300 inbuilt modules. Okay. So I was just saying, right? In the year 2010, Java was mostly used. If you go back like 10 years ago, right? The usage of Java, like 43%, and the usage of Python, 3%. And if you see into from last 2-3 years, right, the Python usage has increased to 31%, right? So Python is a hybrid language because of this multi-programming features. We call Python as a hybrid language. So like procedural oriented, object oriented, like scripting and like modular programming, right? We can develop many applications. So 89,300 inbuilt modules Python providing for different domains, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different domains. Whatever domain you are from, Python is providing module, right? So if you're from data science background, right, it's a separate modules Python has got. You're supposed to explore those modules like matplotlib, numpy, pandas, cp, scikit-learn, tensorflow, right? Big data, for big data separate modules, for networking, for testing, for operating system, for every database a separate module Python is providing, using with which can connect to the database. Yes. And working with files, Excel files, CSV files, JSON files, XML files, right? Excel files, XML files, CSV, JSON, and for every file format, right? Python is providing a module, and for mathematical operations, the name of the module itself is math, and for statistics, stat module, and for graphics, right? Yes, any for graphs, for generating graphs, any type of graphs, normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, stack plot, pie plot, right? Any kind of plots you can generate by using Python by writing simple lines of code. So what is that? Yes, some query was asked, what is the testing model used for Python, right? Which modules for testing? We have got many modules, right? PyTest, unit test, doc test, testify, robot. So in this way, we have got many testing models available for Python. Doc test, unit test, PyTest, testify. Okay. So Python, what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python? What kind of applications we can develop today by using Python means Python mostly used in creation of web applications. Like it has got frameworks like Django framework for the web applications development. It has got its own database, and for automation applications for data science, IoT, AWS, DevOps. All right, implementation goes, or if you want to write automation scripts, right? Python is the language preferred even for data science, machine learning, deep learning, right? The total coding implementation goes in Python language. In big data, Spark with Python, PySpark we say, right? And in scientific applications for numerical analysis, scientific applications are for numerical analysis, right? So Python is mostly preferred. And for GUI animations,
Sir, for robotics also we need to learn Python.
we have for writing some kind of automations, kinds of scripts, right? We use Python scripting there. Okay.
Can we use Python for desktop applications?
Yeah, Python for desktop applications, right? Here I've given as lost.
Mobiles. So we are not using mobile applications, right?
So the only limitation of Python, right? Python is very less used in mobile applications. The limitation of Python is Python cannot be used for mobile applications.
Okay.
See, one thing, I'm not saying like totally Python is great, right? As compared with Java. Java also has got its own, right? It is giving both are the major programming languages. Python and Java, each one has got its own advantage. But if you see implementations today, mostly going in Python is mostly used. But if you ask what advantages you see of Java over Python, means we have got some advantage, like Java mostly used in mobile applications, Python very less used in mobile applications. Secondly, Java is faster than Python. Java is faster than Python. Python is slower as compared with Java. But the Python interpretation, line by line execution, we see, right? Yes. So just I was talking about this applications, right? Web applications, automation, big data, scientific applications, and for numerical analysis, for GUI animations. We use like PyQt module, TK inter module for game development, right? Like Pygame, PyCora, and PySoy, right? These are Pygame, PyCora, and PySoy. And for scheduling, For scheduling tasks, we have got Airflow, and for test cases, for software development, most of the software developers use Python as a support language. Business applications, Triton, right? One is a three-tier application built by using Python. Database applications, one of these every see, if you talk about every web applications should have database. So Python can connect with any database, right? MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, right? Any kind of data. And network applications, separate model Python has got for networking side, right? Twisted Python for scraping data, web scraping from different websites, harvesting data or extracting data, right? And like audio and video applications also we can create by using Python. Embedded application, Raspberry Pi, the most famous embedded application, right? The most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation, right? CAD applications are for 3D CAD applications. We use this for computer vision, face detection, color detection, and for object detection. This is mostly preferred, and for data analysis, generating graphs, and for desktop applications, right? And for desktop applications, this. Okay. So these are some of the applications, right, where Python is mostly used or preferred. And who are using Python today, and topmost applications built by using Python? Yes. Google using Python for its web search systems, Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, Instagram built by using Python, right? And Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. NASA, right? Because of Python hybrid features, multi-programming features, right? So because of this Python multi-programming features, right? So it's mostly used in research and development activities, right? And Dropbox, Quora, Reddit are these applications, right? Dropbox, Quora, and Reddit. These are mostly used. Python is used in developing these applications. Pinterest used Python, right? And Netflix uses Python for its security automation and for subscription related things, right? MMOG, massively multiplayer online games, which uses Python, right? Mostly by like separate frameworks are given for gaming side. Pygame, PyCora, right? And Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent uses Python for its file sharing service. iRobot for military and commercial applications. IronPort email server. IronPort email server, right? Yes. Which uses more than 1 million lines of Python code for doing its job. And hardware testing, hardware testing. Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, they use Python for hardware testing purpose. And yesterday I was just briefing, right? The reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. If it was introduced like 30 years back, why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Very less coding we see for Python. Simple syntax is given by Python. Multi-programming features. Multi-programming features, right? Interactive mode, right? We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. and Python gives response for each and every statement you type, right? Yes. Many built-in libraries, many built-in modules or libraries, right? And wide varieties of applications we can develop by using Python, right? Yes. So to this, anyone from non-programming or zero programming, right? If you are non-programming background, you can just observe this course, right? Today I'll just provide some examples, right? How this coding of Python looks, how the statements of Python looks, some sample snippets of Python, right? To just show you like the statements how they look in comparison of Python coding with other language. You can just compare lengthwise, complex device, right? Coding wise, how this Python statement looks with. So I will take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. And you can check, right, how this Python statements, right? Not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming. So here Python comparison, right? Yes. Python comparison with other programming, right? Yes. Yes, I'll take a task. Task, right? Accepting two values from the user, yeah, right? Accepting two values from the user and performing addition, right? And performing addition. So I'll take, okay, just observe. First, I'll write this code using Java. Later, I'll come back to Python and just compare, right? The Python code and Java code, right? So if you've got knowledge on Java, you can just go through the code, right? Import java.io.start. Every statement ends with semicolon, class sample, right? Public static void main, public static void main, right? String aux. Okay, string aux. Throws IO exception, right? So like input stream reader. System.in, right? Yes. Buffer reader br equal to new buffered reader, right? So we can also use scanner classes, right, for this. System.out.println, right? System.out.println. Enter the first number. Enter the first number. Whatever number you are entering, right? By default, it is taken as string. String, I'm saying string S1. Yes, br dot read line. Br dot read line, right? Yes. Right. The string you need to convert to integer, right? Int I equal to integer dot parseInt. Okay, system.out.println enter first number string S1, right? Integer dot parseInt of S1. Just enter the second number, right? String S2 br dot read line. Int j equal to integer dot parseInt of ES2, right? Yes. Finally say system.out.println I plus j, right? Yes. Yes. So this is what the coding in Java, right? This is what the coding. Just I'll take a minute comparing that execution of both Python and Java, right? Yes. So if we take a notepad, I'm just saving it. Every statement ends with semicolon, right? Okay. Control S, I'm saving it. So I'm creating a separate folder for this batch, right? I'm creating a separate folder where I can save all the Python codings, right, into this folder. So just new folder, Python 9 p.m. batch. 9 p.m. batch, right? Yes. Okay, I'm saving it as sample.java, right? Yes. Next, just observe this, right? I'm going to this command prompt. Cd slash, see that folder where you are, okay. Python 9 p.m. folder, right? 9 p.m. batch. So Java C sample dot Java, right? Yes. So if there are any errors, it will display the errors. Yes, there are no errors. I can write Java sample, right? Yes. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is 30, right? Yes. So I don't know, like how many of you have understood this code, right? So you need to have some basic knowledge to understand these statements, right? So what is class? What is public static void main? What is IO exception? What is input stream reader or buffer reader or scanner class views, right? Read line, integer dot parse int, read line, right? So you need to know some knowledge on this. The statements looks little complex to understand, right? Yes, and even if you see like the statements of this Java, like 10 to 12 lines of code, right? You can see the same task I'm going to write in Python, right? With not more than 3 lines, right? Just check this Python statements for the same task, right? I'm just opening this Python shell. I'll show you the installation process, downloading and installing of Python, right? So just observe x equal to input, right? I said Python statements look like English statements. Enter value of x, enter value of x, right? Yes, enter value of y, y equal to input, enter value of y, enter value of y, right? Yes, z and print x plus 5. That's it. This is the coding in Python. Enter the value of x, value for y, print x plus 5, right? Yes, value of x, value of y, print x plus 5. Okay, but in Python also, just like Java, whatever you are taking the input taken as string from the user keyboard. If you are entering any value taken as string, we need to typecast to integer, right? Just say int of input, enter value of x. Here also input int of, just say int of input, enter value of y, right? That's it. Say here, right? Save it within the C drive. Just we have created a folder Python 9 p.m. batch, right? Test1.py, right? Yes. Run module, right? Yes. Enter value of x, enter value of x10, enter value of y20, sum is 30, right? Yes, this is the coding, right? Everyone you have, it's understandable, right? Yes, we can write within a single line also, right? Using not comma won't work here. Yes, enter input, enter value of x, value of y, right? Yes. So in this way, enter value of x, int of input, enter value of y, right? Yes. Run module, check this. Enter value of x 10, value of y 20, sum is 30. And if you want in a single line, this, if you are keeping semicolon, right? Semicolon, value of x 10, value of y 20, sum is 30, right? Fine. So in this way, you can write this Python statements. Yes, just you got 3 lines, right? Very less coding. Okay, I'll just show you some more examples, right? So that people from non-programming, other branches, right? Other fields can just understand how this Python statements, right? So 1 second. In other programming, we say array of elements. Array of elements like in C or Java, but here I'm taking some values like this, some random like 30, 10, 50, 20. I've taken some values like this. Print x prints the entire list, we say list of values, prints the entire list as it is. So print, if I want to know the number of elements, here you got 5 elements, okay, you can count. But if there are some 300 elements or more than 300 elements, just if you want to know the number of elements, length of which list, x list, length is nothing but number of elements within this x list, like 5, right? Yes. If I want to find the sum like this, 30 plus 10 plus 50 plus 20 plus 40, right? Yes. Print. In other programming, we say like sum, initialize the sum value to 0, iterate it, just add it, and next return that, right? But in Python, just say sum of x, which list, x list, that's it. Sum of x, run module, right? Many built-in functions modules available in Python for performing the task, right? 150. If you want to find the max element within this, if you got many elements, if you want to know the max value here, print, just say max of x, max of x, it's what? 50. Max of x is 50, right? Yes. Min of x, Python is case sensitive, upper cases, lower cases will be taken differently, right? Yes. Print min of x. Yes, min of x is what? 10. Means, so if you observe, this is the length 5, sum of all the values, max 50, min what? 10. Print sorted of x, sorted of x, right? Sorted of x means observe. Sorted of x, if you observe this, arranging all the elements in a particular order, right? Yes. All the elements in ascending order, right? If I want all the elements to be displayed in ascending order. I said I'll be showing you, I'll be executing and I'll be showing you these statements, Python code in different IDs, right? PyCharm, Spider, Eclipse, Jupyter, right? Atom, VS Code, right? Yes. This is ideally which comes along with Python software only. In the same thing, I'm executing it. If I want in descending order, right? No separate function available for the descending order. You want descending, you say like sorted of x only. See, if I reverse the result, you will get in descending, right? If you reverse the ascending order, you will get in descending order, right? So solid of x comma reverse equal to true, reverse equal to true, true, right? Yes. Okay, that's fine. Reverse equal to true. See this in descending order, right? 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. This is in ascending. This is in descending, right? Yes. I said nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules available, right? For Python. So the importance of modules, if you want to know the importance of modules. If you want to know the importance of modules, right? Yes. Okay, just observe. I'll take an example of a commonly used module. You can just check what is the use of modules. Import math, I'll say, right? Import math. Two things you can observe here. One is the Python coding or Python statements and the importance of modules in Python. So this all we'll be discussing later, but just without any knowledge of Python, you can easily understand these statements. If you want to see what exactly present within this math module, print dir of math. Dir of math, right? This is the directory of math module. What is math means? For mathematical operations, Python is providing a module called math, inbuilt module, predefined module, right? Where it has got, if we want to see the directory of the mathematical operations, right? Yes. Just check this, right? Okay. So just observe here, we have got many variables like pi is one variable, pi is one variable, e is one variable, right? If you want to print their values, right? So just observe the Python statements. Print within the math module, there is a variable called pi. I want to just print the value of it. Math.e, right? Yes. Math.e value and math.py value, right? Just run module. math.py, math.e, right? Just you can see the values of it. Yes, run module, run module, right? Yes. So 3.14 and 2.71, right? Yes. Yes. For example, run module, right? Yes. There is a function called square root. If you observe here, you got some function like square root. You don't know how to use that function square root, right? Yes. Yes, module means some built-in functions you get. For example, math is there. In math, a square root function, power function. In this way, many functions are provided. Using that, we can perform the operations. No need to write huge codings here, right? So many models are there. Python is providing thousands of models for different domains. So here I was just talking, right? Within the math model, there is a functionality called square root. You don't know how to use it or how to work with it. So Python is going to help you with the syntax. It is going to provide the syntax for it. It is going to help you with the syntax, right? Yes. Just answer. Help. There is a function called help function. Help on what? Within the math module, you got sqrt. I want help on it. So help function, it gives the syntax, right? Help on built-in function square root in module math. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. So square root, it is asking to provide one value x, it returns the square root of that x, right? Yes. It is asking to provide a value x, it returns the square root of that x. You got that help, right? You need to provide one value and it provides the square root of that value. Print, yes. Within the math module, there is sqrt. You are supposed to provide one value. So I'm providing 16, square root of 16. It returns what? Run module, right? Yes. Four is the output. Similarly, you got one more function, POW, right? Power function, right? Power function. If you want to just know, if you want to help on it, right? Say help. Help on what? Help on within the math module. Within the math module, right? Yes. POW function. I want help on this math.POW. Run module, right? Yes. And just check help on built-in function power in the module math. Power expecting two values, right? If it is you need to provide two values, it is saying it returns x to the power of y, x to the power of y. So now you got the, now you can just check print, yes, print within the math module, there is a power function, right? I need to provide two values, 10 comma 3 provides 10 to the power of 3, right? It results 10 to the power of 3, that is 1000. Okay, fine. So in the same way, right? Okay, this is what we can take help on any module. If whatever domain you are from, the domain related module you can take, and you can dig into that module by taking help of one by one functionality, and you can just work on that properties, right? So one more example I'll provide you to understand, right? So the statements of Python, how it looks, and the importance of modules. So it's very simple, generating graphs in Python, I'm saying, right? Just 2 lines, 3 lines, by using which we can generate a graphs using Python. So I'll generate a simple graph using Python. For example, import, there is a module called matplotlib. It's a inbuilt module of Python used for plottings and visualizations. It provides many functionalities like pyplot. So we need to use this for generating graphs using Python. So instead of using this very big name, I can use alias name or shortcut name, right? As P or as PLT, right? Yes. So using that PLT, right? Plot, I want to plot a graph. So like X coordinates 1, 2, 3, and Y coordinates. I want two things to plot a graph, right? X coordinates and Y coordinates. Y coordinates like 5, 4, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 7, 4, right? Yes. These are X coordinate values, Y coordinate values. Just to say PLT dot show now. Just observe this, PLT dot show. Run module, just a graph is going to get generated, right, in this manner. Check this. 1, 5, 2, 7, right? 2, 7, 3, 4, right? 3, 4. So this X coordinate, min is 1, max is 3. So min is 1, max is 3. Between that, the coordinates are generated. Similarly, for Y coordinate, min is 4, max is 7. 4 and 7, right? Yes. For example, age and income, age wise, some age values are given like this, right? Just observe this statements of Python. So not a worry, right? I'll be discussing all this in brief in our course. Just I'm asking, some of them were asking, right, how these Python statements look, and just I was showing you how simple, like generating these things, right? Okay, for example, like plt.plot, just observe age values 30 years, 40 years, 50 and 60, right? Yes. the salaries are like this. For 30 years, 30,000 is the salary. For 40 years, 40,000. For 50, it is 35,000, right? And for 60, it is 50,000, right? Yes. Okay. So here I've just given some age values, salary values. Now just plot a graph here. Just run module. So this is the graph. 30, 30,000, 40, 40,000, 50, 35, 60, 60. You got a solid graph with blue color, right? But I want dotted line format. Just give comma here. Say hyphen hyphen. That's it. Check it now. Run module. You will get in dotted line format. You got in blue color, but I want in red color, right? Yes. Just say color equal to red. COLOR color equal to red. Yes. Run module. You'll get in red color, right? Yes. You got in red color, right? Yes. So in this way, it's very simple. Keep comma here, say hyphen hyphen for dotted color equal to red, right? Yes. But if you see this output, right, there is what is x coordinate, what is y coordinate, means I want some name as this x coordinate, y coordinate. I want some title for the graph, right? Just see the statements, right? How you write in Python. I want using PLT only, right? X-axis label, X label will say it's a built-in property. X label is what? Age. Next PLT dot Y label, right? Yes. Salary, right? Yes. PLT dot title, TITLE, right? Title, right? Sample graph, right? Sample graph, right? Yes. Just check this. Run it. You got all this. Age you got x coordinate, salary as y coordinate, sample graph, right? Yes. So these statements are understandable, right? You can easily analyze or not, right? Yes. So in this way. So if you use plot, normal plot, if you use bar graph, if you use HIST, histogram, if you use scatter here, scatter plot, pie, PIE, pie plot, pie graph, right? So just a one more small example, right? So just I'll take 2 more minutes. File, new file, right? Yes. So this time I'll take PLT. Okay. For example, if you want to check how are the mobile sales, mobiles are like this. The mobiles, Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus. So in this way, some mobile sales are right. Mobile sales you want to visualize, right? Sales underscore August. Some August sales you want, right? You want to just visualize it. How are the sales of which phone has got more sales, right? Which mobile, right? So for example, for Samsung, it is assume it's 45. For Vivo, it is 15. For Oppo, 10. For this, it's 20. Let's assume these are the sales. Now I want a pie graph, plt.pie pie graph, right? Yes. for sales. August sales I want, comma, labels equal to, yes, mobiles. That's it. Sales of August sales and mobiles. These are the mobiles. I want a pie graph. Now show it, plt.show, right? Just check this, right? Run module, right? Yes. You can see these are the Samsung sales, these are the Vivo, Oppo, and OnePlus. So just how simple generating graphs I was just briefing you, right? Import the module, mobiles, sales, and I want a pie graph based on sales of August and mobiles, right? Sure. So in this way, just I was showing you today the examples, Python comparison with other programming, how this Java code and Python code, importance of modules, how we can get help, right? How we can dig into modules. Yes. So I said I'll be working on different IDs. I'll be showing you on different IDs. So like in real time, we use different IDs. So like PyCharm, Spider, Jupyter, right? Jupyter Notebook, Anaconda Prompt to Navigate, Atom, VS Code, in many different IDs. I'll show you the step by step downloading and installation, right? Yes. And yesterday, like some of you were some of you were asking that payment process and procedure, right? You can just check the first message given, right, today by that this okay, a big message is given, right, by this online team. If you can see everyone, so 1 second, if you have joined late, I think this message won't be visible. So once again, I am pasting this message, right? Yes. Okay, just you can okay, the payment process and procedure and the contact details of the online team for any details, right? Yes. And if anyone making payment, right, you are supposed to share the screenshot of the payment to this online team. So whenever that link gets changed, they'll be forwarding to the same mail ID, right? Yes. And also you can see that they are given the course content. See the course content also, yes, they have shared, right? Course content in the demo videos. One second. Yes, you can see this drive link for the demo video, right? And the course content link. Yes. Which single ID is best? I want to know. I am only good with good. Yes, which ID is good means PyCharm is the mostly used ID for Python, right? MySQL basics, yes, in MySQL basics will be covered. Yes, basics and all that creation of table, inserting, updating, CRUD operations, filtering operations, grouping, merging, horizontal merging, vertical merging, all this I'll be discussing, right? Yes. Yeah, I'll be teaching MySQL also, how to install it, how to download MySQL, and how to install step by step. You will be downloading and installing the entire MySQL database along with me, right? Installation of MySQL I'll be showing you, and working with MySQL, and all to perform all the operations with MySQL, right? A typical, see here, a typical 4+ years guy, how much experience he has, that is that you are going to gain the same experience at the end of this course, right? So everything will be discussing. I'll be typing and showing you the code, right? Statement by statement, right? So WhatsApp group will be created once you get enrolled, right? So like after 2 days, right? It will be on Monday or Tuesday, right? Somewhere like Tuesday, it will be created. Once the students who got enrolled for this batch, that yes, pandas and numpy is covered in brief in depth, right? So MySQL is covered. You can just go to the payment procedures and the details, right? The messages are given, right? Just check this course content once again, everyone, right? Once Python basics, Python operations, IDs, different types of IDs, flow controls, looping, strings, collections, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries in brief, and functions, modules, packages, errors and exceptions, file handling, object-oriented programming features, regular expressions, Python database connections, right? Python date and time module, date time module, right? Yes. Installation of MySQL database, creating database users, installing and establishing connection with MySQL, closing database, connection object, cursor object, executing SQL queries, retrieving from this. So next, like datetime module, OS module, advanced concepts, GUI module, Excel module, data analytics, introduction to data science, and see someone was asking like pandas module in brief, numpy module, numerical Python module in brief, and matplotlib for plotting and generating different like histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, pie plots, right? Different types of plots. NumPy, pandas, matplotlib are required if I'm going towards design go direction. So NumPy is not required. Pandas and matplotlib like regular usage also you can go. NumPy is totally for data science and environment. Matplotlib is for plottings and visualizing. So those three, this matplotlib, pandas, okay, but NumPy and matplotlib, all these three are for data science related. So those who go for yes, web development, right? These are not that much used in our web development. NumPy, pandas, right? For regular usage, pandas will be used. For plotting, matplotlib is used. NumPy, right? Yes. So yes, daily you'll be getting the recorded videos. So yes, you'll be getting the recorded video, and daily you'll be getting. That's if you can. So a folder will be shared to you in that folder in Google Drive. Daily one video will be added into it, right? So Python, see, it said right, Python plus Django plus UI technologies, right? Yes, it was said in the last class. Yes, once again I'm saying, right? Yes. See, observe carefully. uh, Python, right? Total Python core advanced application oriented modules. So we'll be spending time like 2 to 2.5 months on this. So the fee is like 5K. Just it's an offer batch. The fee is just for 5K. So and plus apart from it, if you go for web development, right? So if you want a total like full stack Python web development, right? So only Python it is 5K for 2.5 months. And if you go for web development and UI technologies, total UI technologies will be discussed like HTML, CSS, cascading style sheet, Bootstrap, JavaScript, right? Plus Django, right? Framework, including that REST API, right? UI technologies, user, okay. And UI technology, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. And here I'm going to discuss 20 apps, 20 applications I'm going to show you, right? And one project. So for all this entire, right? If you want only Python, it is 5K. And for all the remaining, actually it was 7K if you go separately, but it is given for 5K as an offer. So both, if you take as a combo package, like total full stack, if you take in a single payment, right, you can just pay 9K, right? It's 9K. So fine, if you both take, right? Otherwise only Python, if you want, you can go for 5K. And applications, web applications creations using Python, like 20 apps creations, Django, UI technologies, project, all this, you can go for 9K. Only Python, it is fine, right? Yes. Instead of NumPy, Pandas, but kindly cover GitHub, Jenkins. That could be helpful for web development, right? Yes. So here the intention of this keeping all these models means mostly people from data science will be coming and updating Python. People from big data will be updating for Python, and people for web applications will be updating for Python. So for those, what is the minimum, right, models required, that knowledge we are going to provide in Python. So that last Python, it's in those who wants, you will be attending the sessions like last NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib will be discussed at the last. So those who are attending can attend it, otherwise you can just ignore it. But Pandas and Matplotlib are important. Pandas is for regular usage also. NumPy is not used for your web development, but Pandas can be used, right? Yes. Okay, any more queries from your side, anyone, right? So here, right, tomorrow there is no session. We'll meet on Monday again, same time at 9 p.m. to see, right? Yes.
Sir,
So yes.
you will show command prompt in details like command list, etc.
What is it?
Command prompt in detail, sir. Will you show how to use command prompt in detail?
Command prompt.
Yeah.
Yeah, command prompt, how to run the code within the command prompt also I'll be discussing, right?
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Mobile, Android mobile is useful for practice purpose. Is enough, sir. Python.
See here, Python can be, even you can install Python within your smartphones, right? Yes, you can write your code and execute your code also, right? If it doesn't have systems to write your code and execute your code, even you can just do that in your smartphone also. I'll be saying
Okay.
how you can install and how to work with, right? Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, everything, those, yes, some question, Manusha, right? Kurumi. So just if you are paying that for full stack, right? You can just pay that full amount 9K for that full stack, and just keep a screenshot to that. See, they have given a mail ID, right? Durgasoft online training. Can keep a screenshot of that payment to them, saying that you paid the fees for total full stack Python and Django, right? You can say Python and Django, all that full stack. Python Django means you will be covered for my batches. Django in the sense all that UI technologies, Django, and all this will be covered, right? Yes. Just yes. Any other query, anyone, right? So Monday will be continuing. You can follow the same link also on Monday to see more on this. Monday I'll be just starting. We'll be starting with this, right? Python basics. I'll be showing the installation process, execution modes, the versions, Python software foundation, right? More on this, right? Yes. Yeah. Any more queries, anyone? So I want in the next coming session onwards, right? I want more interactiveness. So you'll be kept in unmuted status. Yes. If any query you can ask. Yes. I said clear notes will be provided topic wise, and the video also will be provided for you. Some assignment tasks will be provided for practice. Right. And WhatsApp group is going to be created, right? For any technical discussions, any other, right? Directly you can interact with me. Yes. Okay. Who will be the point of contact for access issue? So yes, once yes, point of contact for access issues means, okay, you can just take that mobile numbers, right? So Monday you can follow the same link. The link is not going to change on Monday, but you can just go with the same link. But you can say you got some mobile numbers given, right? In that big message provided in that email ID is given, mobile numbers of that online team is there. You can just contact them if you're not received any. Yes. Yes. Okay. Fine. So I'm stopping here. So I'm done with your queries. There are no other queries. I'll sign off for today. Meet you on Monday, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Yes.